Hello, welcome back to the channel. So today is a review day, yes, and we have been sent something that after this summer's travels, we think is an essential item in the motorhome. We have been sent a fridge freezer from Aobosi. It's a 60 litre, ideal for the garage, something like that, as an additional extra to your fridge freezer in the back. Now it is a compressor fridge, we'll go through that in a bit, but first we'll have to get it out of the box. There's the actual box it comes in, so not badly packaged, and it was nice and light. Well, that was easy enough. It has got polystyrene packing in there, so ideal. And actually, it don't look like a bad size. There we go. That gives you some perspective of just the size it is. It is actually 66 centimetres deep, 40 centimetres wide and 52 centimetres tall. So it is, in my eyes, nice and compact, ideal for a boot space really. So even on the smaller garages, you should get in there okay. All right, let's get inside then. Oh, nice and deep. Now this can either be a fridge or a freezer. So unfortunately you can't have it doubling up. Some of them out there, obviously, you can have one side being the fridge and one side being the freezer. So it's either one or the other while using it for what your needs are. But it is 60 litres in there and you can get about 97 cans. Ideal really for on the road. And in the hotter temperatures, I know it's going to keep the drinks nice and cold. Now it is IPX4 waterproof rated. So a bit of spray, a little bit of drizzle ain't going to really affect this fridge slash freezer. Yeah, now I'm assuming this box is going to be for the power leads, so we're going to have a look at the power leads, turn it on and see some of the features. Looking inside the box then, you've got the energy rating on the back and yeah, the Aobosi user manual. The Aobosi is a 12 volt slash 240 volt system, so we're going to plug it into the 240 to start with. And it takes around about 70 minutes to get fully down to temperature. Right, so it does come standard with the two leads. So yeah, you've got the power adapter and lead for the 240 volt system. Also, you have got your 12 volts. So you can run it from the front or anywhere you have a 12 volt plug. We have one in the garage. All right, it's quite straightforward to plug in the system. So you just plug it into the side here. It does say, please allow to stand for at least 6 hours before using the product. That's pretty standard for a fridge anyway. So let's plug her in. So I believe it's a case of just turning her on. There we go. So quite straightforward. Now you have got the settings on here. So with the LED light system, so it's easy readable. If we go into settings, press and hold, I'm assuming. Okay, so we're on max at the moment. Yeah, so that's giving a max draw to draw down the temperature at the moment to 11 degrees. So we can, or actually the fridge is at 11 degrees. That's ideal. So we will probably want it around about +5, and that will be ideal as a fridge. But let's see how far it actually does go down to minus now. So it goes all the way down to -20 if you want to use it as a freezer. The only issue is obviously you can only have one or the other, so you've got to plan that well. Personally, I think we would use this for drinks. Plenty of drinks can get in there. Ideal for your festivals. So what we found on our summer trip, that the fridge that we have got, a normal freeway fridge, was not getting down to temperature enough during the 40 degree heat, 30, 40. So if you're opening and shutting the door on that fridge all the time just for a drink, then it was causing massive issues the year before. So we used a cool box this time we were out and all the drinks stayed lovely and cold. Now it does make a little bit of noise. Let's get down here. So you can hear the fans sort of kicking in now. They say it's about 31 decibels, so it ain't that loud at all. If you were storing it under the bed, you may hear it kicking in, kicking out every time it needs to work. Also, It has got 2 QR codes here, one's for Apple and one's for the Google Play. So it has got an app that comes with it if you want to remotely control it. So while you're lying in bed, if the noise is getting a bit too much, then you can control the temperature, etc. But I think you'll be able to sleep with this running in the background, no problem, and you'll easily get used to it. So we're going to try it now. I'm going to take it out and put it in the garage and just see what it looks like and how it fits in there. There you go. It's now situated in the garage. Very easy to use from this position. We're lucky enough to have double doors, so once that's in place I'll get everything else out from the other side. But it is easy and light to manoeuvre. Now we have got the 240 and a 12 volt here, so I'm going to plug in the 12 volts and then turn her on again. Another thing to note though, it has got a light inside. So at night when you want to get your drinks out, you can see everything there. And the actual lid is a reversible lid, so you can put it onto this side and open up from the other side if needed. That possibly could be because the plug at the moment is this side. Now it don't really get in the way because the lead is long enough, both leads are. But you might want to put the plug or even having the vents on the other side. So you can do that by reversing the lid. Perfect. Another common thing that people would like to know, because obviously off-grid this does suck power. How much power does it? Now it only draws a maximum of around about 60 watts when it's on max and really trying to cool down, but when it's on eco mode it's only about 12 watts an hour. So actually efficiency wise that is pretty efficient. Most batteries out there will keep that going for a few days before you have to plug in and charge your batteries up again. So perfect for traveling around, and yeah, in a caravan, RV, or even in your car on day trips out, this is perfect. But like we say, this summer was really proven to us that it was needed. We were fed up with fighting the weather and the fridge we have in the van, so we left that for just food, and we was able to dip in and out of our cool box just to get cold drinks every time we needed one, and it worked out so much better for us. Now it's a lot cheaper than trying to replace the freeway fridge with a compressor fridge to get one of these. Another thing to note with it actually is down here it has got a drainage hole, so if it does fill up with a bit of water you can drain it out the bottom there. Makes life so much easier. My verdict on it so far, it is rapidly cooling down, which is great. The lid's not sticking. Now if it was in the freezer for a long time and in that mode, maybe the lid would stick down. Something to watch out for, possibly. However, so far it has been really, really good. Now the only downside is on the app itself. It's Bluetooth connectivity, so not over Wi-Fi, so you can't be away from the van. You would have to, or the fridge. You would have to be near it. But other than that, you know, it's perfect for getting out on your travels. And obviously, maybe if they've done different colours, as not everyone fancies that sort of colour. But if it's hidden away anyway, no one really cares, do they? Yeah. Overall, a good light, easy manoeuvrable bit of kit, and above all else it's useful. It's a useful bit of kit, and if you've got something like this, then I'm sure over summer you'll be appreciative that you definitely took one along. So if you are interested in one of these, all the information and everything will be down in the description. So go down there, click the link. There'll be a discount code for you as well. So you can go onto their website. They do other ranges. They got, like I say, this is the 60 litre, the big one. They got a 27 litre if you want it small and sitting in between the front seats. So yeah, you pick the option for you. Ideal for getting along, keeping the drinks cold, and if you need it for a freezer, well, you've just got another 60 litres capacity for your freezer there. We all know the ones in the motorhome are only very, very small, so that's ideal. On that note then, we'll catch you at 5:30 on a Thursday for our normal vlogs. So until then, bye.